Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Eco Mystery. Hope everyone is fine and safe. In the today's class, we will discuss what is trial balance, what is the relevance of preparing the trial balance, and how it can help us further to prepare the balance sheet and the profit and loss account. So, what is trial balance? Trial balance is a statement that shows the total balance of each account. So trial balance has two sides. One is debit side and credit side. So trial balance will help us to summarize all the accounts balance in one statement. And always trial balance must be reconciled. It means the debit side and the credit side of the trial balance must be reconciled with each other. It helps us to identify the errors, and it help us to maintain the accuracy, which further help us to identify if any error we have done while maintaining the books of accounts. It helps us to identify the discrepancies and resolve the issues on a timely manner. So always make sure that whenever you are preparing the trial balance, the debit and the credit side of the trial balance must be reconciled. So what all are the accounts come under the debit side? Whenever you have any account who's have a debit balance, it will come under the debit side, like any asset balance, any expense balance, any decrease in liability or any decrease in revenue will come under the debit side. What come under the credit side? Whose account have a credit balance, like any revenue balance, any purchase return, any revenue, any liability, any equity and capital will come under the debit side. So always you need to ensure that the total of debit and credit must be equal. And if and if you have any account who has a debit balance, it will come under the debit side, and it's similar on the similar basis it applies to the credit account balances. Okay, so let's try some few examples through you are able to enhance your understanding. From the following balance we have to prepare a trial balance. Okay, cash is an asset, it must be a debit balance, so it will appear to the debit side. Sale 60,000, it means it is our revenue, it is our credit balance, and so it will reflect into the credit side. Furniture, it is also an asset, so similarly debit side. Creditor, it is a liability, so it is a credit balance, so it will reflect to the credit side of the trial balance. Next is capital 70,000, so it also reflect to the credit side, right? So it will come to the credit side. Purchases 40,000, so it is an expense, so it will come under the debit side. Okay. Rent expense, it is also an expense, it come under the debit side. Okay. And you can also apply your rules that we have learned in the journal entry. Like we have three type of the account: one is personal, second is real, and third is nominal. You can also apply these accounts and you can prepare the trial balance. Okay. In the next question we can apply and find the answers. Machinery, so it means you have purchased a machinery, it is coming into the business and it is your asset. So what we learned in the real account, debit, but whatever is coming into the business it should debit, and whatever is going out from the business it should be credit, right? So machinery is coming into the business, it should be debited. Or either you can think about machinery is an asset, it has a debit balance, so on the similar basis it should be debited. It will reflect into the debit side of the trial balance. Repair, it is an expense, so it's come under the nominal account, and what will earn under the nominal account? Debit all the expenses, credit all the income, so it should be debited. Okay. And we have also learned increase in expense should be debited, so it will appear in the debit side. Bank loan, it is our liability. Okay, so it should appear into the credit side, right? Drawings, so it means the owner has withdraw some amount of the capital, so it should be debited because capital account has a debit balance. Okay, so it will reduce the capital account, so it should be appearing into the debit side, because decrease in capital should be reflected in the debit side. Okay. Salary is an expense, should be debited. Debtors is an asset, it should have a debit balance, so it should be reflect to the debit side. Commission received, it is an income, it should have a credit balance. Capital, credit balance should be reflect to the credit side. Okay. Opening stock, inventory should have a debit balance. Purchases, debit side. Sale, credit, because it's a revenue. Return inward or return outward. First of all you have to think about what is return inward, what is return outward. So return inward, it means something coming inside, right? So it means sale return. Inward means something coming into the something coming into the business. Whenever you are made any sale, it means something is going out from the business. It's a vice versa of that. Return inward, it means sale return. So whenever is there any sale happen, we should credit it. So whenever there is a sale return, it should be a vice versa, so it should be debited. Return in outward, purchase return, it means it should be credited. Carriage inward, it is just an expense, should be debited. Salary, it should an expense, we should debited it. Advertisement, similar, it is an expense, it should be debited. Bank loan, it is our liability because we have to pay them, so it is our it will reflect into the credit side of our trial balance. Cash in hand asset, it will reflect to the asset side. Interest on loan, it is an expense, it will reflect to the debit side. So you have to learn only the rules that we have learned in the while posting the journal entries. Like we have three types of the account, either you can apply those rules, or either you can learn if there is any increase in asset, increase in expenses, it should be debited, or any increase in capital or revenue, it should be credited. And also if there any decrease in revenue, decrease in capital, it will be debited. A decrease in asset or decrease in expense, it should be credited. So it the all over the accounts will follow the same rules. You just have to remember these 3 to 4 rules, and then you are able to prepare the entire financial statement. Okay, I'll request you to practice more and more examples of the trial balance. It will help you to further enhance your understanding. So as of now, we have learned how to post a journal entry, how we can prepare the ledger posting process, and further through the ledger posting, how we can prepare the trial balance. And through the trial balance, in the further classes, we will discuss how we can prepare the balance sheet and how we can prepare the profit and loss account, which is a final step of maintaining the books of accounts. Okay, I'm repeating again, I'm summarizing again the trial balance. It is just a statement where we can summarize all the balances according to their uh, debit and credit balance. So in the debit side, we have to reflect, or we have to disclose all the accounts who have a debit balance, and in the credit side, we have to disclose all those accounts whoever have a credit balance. And in a total, debit and credit side should reconcile with each other. Okay, hope everyone is able to understand the concept. Please try more and more examples. You will be able to understand the concept and more in more clarity, and it will help you to enhance your understanding about the concept also. So have a good day. So stay tuned with my channel.